It's Friday, and it's the Cookie Jar. It's brought to you by Moran Chevrolet, where you always get the best price. Period. What's your favorite room in your home?
Oh, jumping right to this one.
Mm-hmm.
The bedroom. Clearly. You get to sleep. Where you have the most fun. It's got to be the bedroom, right?
More than 6 times a year?
Yeah. Yes. Or if I'm lucky enough, it could be any other room, but...
I do like my bedroom, but I don't think it's my favorite room in the house.
Ouch, Colin.
It's got to be probably the family room. I think it's the heart of the home. It's the room that we spend the most time as a family in. It's got to be the family room, I think.
The front family room. It's a little bit smaller than our great room that's in the back of the house. Kind of my inner sanctum. I got my favorite recliner there, watch television. It's kind of where I hang out and kind of be by myself. You know, we've got a playroom for Lorenz now, so that's kept clean now. So it's going to go with the front living room. And we've done it a couple times in that room, too.
Which rooms haven't you, Greg?
Yeah. Well, we're just saying the quiet part out loud.
I mean, you got to go with the bedroom.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, but also sleep in peace as well. I mean, quiet time. It's like, or loud time.
Can't get bothered in there by the kids.
Yeah.
Greg, what you're calling a family room, I would call the living room.
Me too.
Yeah, and I like the living room where you got the TV, where you're spending most of your time, where you're hanging out. That's the favorite room of the house.
Okay.
Nobody said kitchen.
Well,
Things can happen there, too.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're really lucky.
Cooking and cooking.
The kitchen is where most people hang out, but the way our house is set up is the kitchen opens up into our family room, and so it's kind of, you know, like where not everybody just hangs out in the kitchen while you're making food, because they could be there and you can still have those conversations.
What's the smallest Venmo request allowed? I'm talking about at this number, you say just forget about it.
Well, it depends who it is. If it's a buddy and it's, you know, hey, $5, don't worry about it. I think that's probably where I would draw the line. And if the frequency matters too.
Yeah, it does depend on the situation, because if I'm selling something, which I do a lot on like Facebook, and I sell something, let's say it's super cheap, it's only $2, you can Venmo me $2. You can Venmo me 50 cents. But if it's a buddy, a friend, I'm not going to say, just forget about it.
Yeah.
Like if it's $10, just don't worry about it.
Like I think about someone buys a round, like you just get the next one. Like
oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if it's a small, like for me, $25 is my answer. If it's $10 between friends, just keep
you gotta
it.
like that, don't you?
Well, 25, it's not that much.
I think between
just
friends
roll it into
is
something
different.
else. Yeah,
you just pay it forward next time.
Well, who are you Venmo? Well, I guess Facebook Marketplace would be who you
when I
Venmo
had
that's
my
not a
garage
friend.
sale,
I
had my little Venmo sign, and I was selling stuff for very little money, and people were
nickels and quarters.
Yeah, I'll take it.
A Lincoln, $5.
I'll go with Greg here as well. I say $5 too, unless it's like Heather, like some sort of small transactions like that, or if you got a 99-cent iCloud, you know, storage thing or something, and it goes through that for some reason. Okay, but other than that, $5.
Okay. Are you more afraid of the doctor or the dentist?
Well, I've carefully curated my doctor and my dentist. Both of them are Michigan alums, and they're both versed in talking about Michigan athletics. So I don't really mind going. They've taken the bite out of going to the dentist, and I guess I would probably say doctor, because the news could be worse at that point. You know, I mean, every time I go to the dentist, right, they tell me, well, you need to floss more. Well, okay, tell me something you haven't told me for the last 35 years.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to go to either. I would much rather go to my doctor than go to a dentist, however. I do not like going to the dentist. I don't like teeth. I get anxious about going to the dentist.
Yeah. I'll say the dentist, although my best friend is a dentist. Don't want to get those cavities. Just want to get through the checkup. No cavities. That's the big thing I'm going for. And I do have that small fear in the back of my mind that they drop the utensil in my mouth.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not afraid of either at all. I have absolutely zero fear, and I don't really dread other than the inconvenience of it and stuff and the waiting that you have to do when you make an appointment and you never go back there when the appointment time is.
Yep.
I attribute this to when I broke my femur at 12 years old. It just raised the stakes in terms of pain tolerance. I mean, it was a game-changing thing in my life. And when I was put in traction, they numbed me, allegedly. They didn't numb me enough. And I felt them drill into my leg. And it was torture.
Yeah.
And so I have that to reflect on, that in my gut. And I can watch a needle like at the dentist go straight into my mouth. I almost enjoy it. Just because I went through so much with that.
Right,
thing.
yeah. Needles don't bother me. I mean, I had plenty of needles, so.
What's the nickname for Toradol?
Oh, vitamin T.
Yeah. Vitamin T.
Yeah. What I wouldn't do for some vitamin T today.
Today's like an achy day for you?
Well, every day.
Oh.
It's just a day that ends in Y.
Okay. Look, you shouldn't be afraid of either. What's the cliche? An ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. John, I think you hit the nail on the head, though. There is a worse outcome at the doctor than at the dentist. At worst, I got a cavity. I got to get a cavity filled. Not the end of the world. You
Yeah.
go to a doctor, you could get a diagnosis or something that you don't want to learn about yourself that impacts the rest of your life.
Yeah, you don't want to get that phone call that says, we need to see you first thing in the morning.
Right.
Dentist isn't going to do that for a cavity.
Right. Who has a better chance to win the national title? They'll play tonight, Michigan or Michigan State?
Well, you get into the tournament and you start talking about matchups. To me, I think I'm going to have to say Michigan, right?
Really?
You have to?
I have to, yeah. But I do believe it as well. I think Michigan is positioned, as long as they get to the postseason and they're playing like they were, at least in terms of rhythm, about 3 weeks ago. And I think they'll get there. Everybody has kind of a mid-season lull. Sometimes it happens earlier. Sometimes it happens later. They're kind of, hopefully coming out of theirs right now. We'll find out tonight. But I think Michigan, with the amount of scores they have, the depth that they can go, the height that they have, they can match up really with anyone.
Heather?
Michigan State.
Why?
She has to. She's a
sorry,
Spartan.
I'm already researching the next question.
Okay.
And yes, I'm a Spartan, so I must pick that.
Greg? You're a Wolverine. Do you have to pick the Wolverines?
No, you don't have to.
No, I don't have to, but I'll say Michigan, more likely to be a 1 seed.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, that is because statistically, usually ones win.
Yep.
You know what? I just, there's something about Michigan right now. I got to see them show me that they can counter Big Ten play. Like, ever since they've gotten into heavy Big Ten play, I know they had a few in December, I think they've been exposed a little bit. And they're seventh in field
a lot
goal.
of 10-point wins. Those are tough to live with.
They're seventh in the country in field goals made, but they're 163rd in three-point shooting. That's alarming to me, and I feel like they can run into a team like in a Sweet 16 that's a hot three-point shooting team and expose them simply because of the 3-to-2 ratio. I think that's where they're vulnerable. I will take Tom Izzo and Michigan State.
MSU, slightly better defense, and I think they've got the better lead guard right now. So it's close. I'd take Michigan State. Ask me in 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months.
Tomorrow morning?
Could be different.
Yeah. January 30th, by the way.
Yeah.
It's
What did I
today.
say?
It's today. No, I'm just saying.
Okay, yes. Yeah, we have a lot of
I've
time
always
still.
fears of it happening is January 30th.
What's your favorite Detroit sports rivalry of all time? I'm just going to lead off because this is in here with Wings and Avalanche on Saturday. That's my favorite.
Okay. It's hard to get away from that one because of the fights. Like that, I mean, that's part of why I love hockey is the fights. And that era allowed them. It was celebrated. And so I guess I would have to say that as well. My backup, the one I was in between was the Bad Boys and the Bulls. And there were some great fights in that one too. But I'm going to have to go with the Avalanche. And I just wish it was the way it was.
Yeah, not East-West once or twice a year now.
Yeah.
Lions fans versus the refs.
Oh, my God.
I hate you, Greg.
Man.
That's such a Greg answer.
It is.
Should have seen that one coming.
You know, it's impossible to get away from Wings Avs. It is the blood, the championships won by each team.
The stakes of those games,
The stakes, the Patrick Waugh, the hatred, just that they made a 2-hour 30 for 30 on it. I mean, it was legendary, although I do want to give some respect here, and I think John missed a little bit. It was Pistons Celtics. For a 4-year stretch there, my goodness. And I think, for the most part, I probably remember that more than anybody on this show. You weren't even alive, Jim.
Man.
But, the Celtics were hated.
Yeah.
We went to a Palace Vision at the end of that rivalry when the Pistons were dominating it. And it was the Eastern Conference Finals, I think, or second round. It was the second round. My friend Joel was a Celtics fan, and he had a Larry Bird jersey, and he decided to wear it to this.
Oh, dude.
So the Pistons were winning and going to win the game, and they put him on the big screen at Palace, and he got booed so loud. It was one of the favorite moments of my life in terms of one of my friends getting ribbed. He's sitting there like this with his hand on his chin.
What was he thinking wearing that jersey?
He was a fan.
Okay.
He loved Larry Bird.
All right. Yeah, I mean, if I had to put a Pistons rivalry, just because, I guess, showing the age, the Pacers, the mid-2000s showdowns.
Nothing like
Oh, I'm not saying it's better than Bird and Isaiah going toe-to-toe. I'm just, I wasn't alive for it.
I mean, those Celtics, like, they were hated so much, like, they looked the part. Like, Kevin McHale looked like Frankenstein.
Yeah, but, like, Ron Artest was infinitely hateable. It's not like those Pacer teams didn't have some juice. All right, last question. Who wins in a fight, a polar bear or a gorilla?
I've gone back and forth on this one a little bit, but I have settled on the polar bear. And it's maybe the apex predator in our world, and it's sheer size. 3 times the size of a gorilla. It's the strength, it's the size, it's the claws, it's the crushing jaws of a polar bear. I think the polar bear would kick the ass of a gorilla.
It's interesting because right off the bat, I thought gorilla because I thought, they
agility.
seem like, and they're kind of quick and they seem so strong. But then I was reading that polar bear can kill a walrus.
Oh, yeah.
That's a massive animal. Mm-hmm. And like what you said, the size of a polar bear, its claws, its jaw. I'll go with
size
polar
does
bear.
matter.
It does. I'll go with polar bear.
John just picking the big guy. I thought gorilla. I just think like the mass and the muscle mass of the gorilla, the agility. Yeah, no.
But when you're talking mass,
right.
I mean, the polar bear is 3 times more massive.
Right, that's what I was reading, is it could be 3 times as heavy. Plus you throw in the sharp claws, multi-terrain.
Oh, yeah.
Polar bear.
It could swim. It could just take that gorilla out in the deep water, deep end of the pool and drown it.
I can't add anything. You took all my statistics away there, Jim.
In-depth breakdowns. It's the Cookie Jar. It's brought to you by Moran Chevrolet. You always get the best price, period. 97.1.